Take a look at the Dodge pace car. The lights are off. If you follow our series, you know what that means. The crowd understands as they are coming to their feet. They know that history is about to be made in the NASCAR Nationwide Series as they are heading down towards turn 13 and 14, and then onto the front straightaway and the
buddy, I'm
treacherous
telling you
turn
what,
one.
I'm in this booth and I'm putting my crash helmet on right now. I'm pulling my belts down because this is going to get wicked out there. There's no doubt about that.
All right, folks, this is a moment that will live for a long time. You only get to write history one page at a time. As they say in Canada, it is time to all skate. We're going green.
4 back.
Ambrose is looking inside. And he's got the position.
You know he wants those 5 points for leading the lap.
And you can see how easy they're going around the racetrack right now. These drivers need to find out how much these tires will take in these wet conditions.
Everybody tiptoeing. Ambrose in front of Scott Pruett.
So next time by, we'll be able to see how much slower these cars really are. You see them kicking their rear end out just a little bit. The drivers know they can get wheel spin anytime they want it.
Heading down towards turns 6 and 7. This was treacherous in the dry. What's it going to be like in the wet?
It's a really tight corner. A lot of guys ended up in the grass right off to your left right there in practice. In fact, they're all getting through there right now. But look how slow they're going at the moment, guys. Just really tiptoeing through there.
Ron Fellows got around the 32 of Jacques Villeneuve. Take a look. Here comes the 33 of Ron Hornaday. Hornaday ahead of Leffler and Joey Logano. And Leffler has come right back. Battle back up front. There you see Carpentier.
Experienced guys. Ron Fellows right behind him. But they're all chasing the Tasmanian Devil.
And he is opening up some distance. Remember, he won 2 championships down in Australia in the V8 Supercar Series. There comes Jacques Villeneuve as he is trying to get around Fellows, and does. So he retakes the position. And listen to the Quebecers. They love it.
Well, you see the rear cars just lighting the tires up right. You see Max Pappas looking on the inside as Scott Pruett right now. And the view, I'm sure that these drivers are seeing, is just nothing but fog and rain. Look how hard it is to see out there right now, guys.
When you get a look at the windshield wiper on the 59, it's lifting off of the windscreen under braking. When he was into the braking, take a look there as the 64 is trying to make a move. Max Pappas on the 40 of Scott Pruett. Can't get it done.
Well, we see a couple of them miss the course actually right there. They're going to have to come to a stop or come down pit road. NASCAR will mandate that.
The first 7 cars, they all had to come to a dead stop.
We'll have to wait to see if they actually made the stop. And it looks like Pruett has also gone off course down into turn number 1.
If you get in a little too deep, guys, you get sideways. The only thing you can do is just drive the car straight. And it's not raining right now, so this track should start drying out a little bit. And the speeds that get faster and faster. They qualified at a 102 second bracket. Right now they're 133, so almost 30 seconds off the pace right now.
And I'm sure driving that car right in there, it feels like 2 days difference.
Yeah, they're exactly 30 seconds slower than what they qualified, so we'll see these speeds pick up as it goes on.
A lot of wheel spin there. As you see, that's Carl Edwards in front of about a 4-car freight train. Greg Biffle.
See some left front fender damage on the 10 car, looks like. It's tore up pretty good already.
Word from NASCAR is everybody did come to the stop that needed to. You saw Pruett give up the position to the 64, so no penalties will be imposed. Racing continues. That's Scott Wimmer. Meanwhile, look at Marcus Ambrose. 27 victories he had in his 2 championship seasons down in Australia.
Marty, take a look how these drivers are driving offline. You saw Max Pappas come into turn 10 real high. See Jacques Villeneuve, Ron Fellows doing the same thing on entry. Really tiptoeing along. They're not right on the bottom of the racetrack. They're trying to run these cars out of the normal racing groove to get better grip.
I'm sure they're just searching because they have no clue what's going to happen. So, okay, we've seen IndyCar guys, we've seen Formula One guys, they say these tires need water. So let's try it in the water, let's try it out of the water and see which one is better.
All right, let's go back a moment ago when Scott Pruett took it off going down into turn number 1.
He just started to lose the back of the car and held on to it and drove it straight, Marty. That was the proper thing to do rather than spin the car. He's got to be careful coming on right here.
And then he allowed the 64 to go on by. Here's what happened to Mike Wallace. Same area. I'm good. I'm good. Take a look at the battle for 4th place. A couple of Canadians going after each other. And listen to the fans from Quebec.
It's just amazing how slow they look like they're going, and they're still beating and banging fenders. They're rubbing against each other. Just no grip out there. But these guys are doing a fantastic job under these conditions.
We're working lap 16 of 74 in a historic day for NASCAR. That is the battle for 5th. The Quebec fans cheering for the 32 of Jacques Villeneuve, and the rest of Canada is cheering for the 5 of Ron Fellows.
Absolutely.
Tell you what, Marcus Ambrose and Max Pappas, they are gone. I talked to Pappas at dinner last night, and he said, man, I said, what are you going to do if it rains? He said, hey, bring it on. I love it. I feel like that's an opportunity for me. I've raced in the rain a lot, and I understand it, so see how that works out. I think that a lot of these drivers that race in the rain regularly see this as an opportunity.
Well, the big question coming up next will be what happens when the race leaders catch up to the slower cars.
It'll be a while. It'll be, it'll be probably about 10 laps, I do believe.
You see how wet the track still is, guys. A lot of water coming off the rocker panels, although they have run 1 second faster that last time by. 132 flat for Ambrose. Still, that's about 29 seconds slower than what they qualified.
If we would have did an over-under, I think we both would have, all of us would have been off, because we would have thought there would have been a caution already.
And these two have been going back at it lap after lap. Fellows and Jacques Villeneuve, they just can't, nobody can pull away.
And we get word Clint Bowyer has gone off course, so he gets it back under control. Looks like no heavy damage, although there looks like to be some mud up underneath. But he has survived.
He's a series point leader, and you know those guys are telling him in the ear, don't do that.
Bowyer right now running in the 18th position.
Well, guys, one thing you do know for sure, the fuel mileage is going to be much better right now. They're not in the gas much at all. So look at Bowyer, held it straight, bounced through there, dug the track up a little bit, little mud.
I mean, Rusty, you did that in the pace car, didn't you? I was riding with you.
Well, a little bit, but nothing like that.
Here comes the battle for 5th again. Fellows, Jacques Villeneuve. Villeneuve in front right now. Fellows keeps it clean. Could have taken him out there. Doesn't do it.
You know, one thing, I'm looking at all the brake rotors in the cars, and there is no red nowhere. They're
not even pink.
There's no heat right now to them, and it's great for the brakes. Because these things were on fire before the rain happened. I mean, we're only 4 laps in the race. These brake rotors were solid red. Mike, what do you got in the 32?
And just moments ago, Mike Hillman Jr., the crew chief for Jacques Villeneuve, coming over the radio, trying to coach him a little bit, telling him to be conservative, reminding him it's still a very long race. As we mentioned throughout the course of this show, you need to conserve your equipment, especially the brakes, and Hillman is very concerned about that right now.
Well, it'll be interesting to see as they have now closed up a little bit on Patrick Carpentier. So that is 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Or I should say 4th, 5th, and 6th. Let me correct that.
Last year at the end of the race in technical expressions, I went down and I looked at a lot of the guys' brakes. The top 5 guys, they had a lot of brakes left. So I think that they're a little bit overconscious about saving their equipment.
Tell you what, though, the speeds have not picked up much at all, guys. We talked about the track drying out. They're still running 132 and 133 second flat laps, and not fast at all.
Well, while all this continues, the battle has sort of slowed. Meanwhile, up front, Marcus Ambrose is pulled out to a 4.3 second lead over Max Pappas. Does Ambrose get sweet revenge for what happened last year at Montreal?